Are you a disciple of Jesus Christ? Let me ask you, have you counted the cost of being a disciple of Jesus Christ? What am I talking about? I'm talking about this. Is Jesus really number one in your life? As Jesus went along with his disciples, he came to a point when he asked them essentially that question and made that point. He said in Luke chapter 14, verse 26, "If anyone comes to me and does not hate his father and mother and wife and children and brothers and sisters, yes, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple. And whoever does not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple." What's he saying? Well, he's not telling us to actively hurt or hate our parents and our family, as much as he's saying when it comes down to it, we will always choose Jesus above everything else. We will always choose Jesus above everything else. We will love Jesus more than our father, our mother, our wife, our sister, our brother, even our own children. We'll love Jesus number one. The question is, do you love Jesus more than your family? That's a tough question. But you will only be able to give your family what they need from you when God is first in your life. Family members don't make good gods. There's only one God. You need to make Him God of your life, and then He will enable you to give your family members what they need from you. Do you love Jesus more than your possessions? You've got to forsake all that you have to be His disciple. They'll love Jesus more than their position. Do you love Jesus more than anything else? They will love Jesus more than all that they are. They'll deny themselves. They'll take up their cross. Jesus will be the supreme thing in their lives. He goes on and he says, now, this is a big thing. You've got to count the cost. He says, "For which of you intending to build a tower does not sit down first and count the cost, whether he has enough to finish it?" This is a big commitment. It's not to be taken lightly. It's not something, yes, Jesus is number one, and then 3 weeks later, you've gone back to the way you were. This is a significant commitment. Or what king goes out to make war against another king doesn't sit down and first consider whether he's able with 10,000 to meet him who comes against him with 20,000? He says, "So likewise, whoever of you does not forsake all that he has cannot be my disciple." Earlier, he said something similar to this. He said, once you've made this choice, don't look back. Luke chapter 9, verse 57. It says, "Now it happened as they journeyed on the road that someone said to him, 'Lord, I'll follow you wherever you go.' He said, 'Really? Foxes have holes and birds of the air have nests, but the Son of Man has nowhere to lay his head.'" Following me isn't going to make you wealthy. It's not going to make you healthy. It's a costly thing. Then he said to his brother, "Follow me." And he said, "Lord, let me first go and bury my father." And Jesus said, "Let the dead bury the dead, but you go preach the kingdom of God." Put God above all things else in your life. The idea here is it wasn't that his father had just died. His father was older, and that he'd stick around until his dad died. Then he would follow Jesus. Verse 61, "Whoever said, 'Lord, I'll follow you, but let me go first and bid them farewell who are at my house,' Jesus said, 'No one having putting his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom of God.'" You know what God's saying to some of you today? He's saying, count the cost. You know what God's saying to some of you today? You made that decision. Don't look back. Keep going. Keep following Jesus. When you lose your life, that's when you really find it.